So, good morning students. So today we are going to start with the revision of all the writing skills. First of all, we are going to revise an article. So what is an article? Okay, article writing. First of all, we will study and we will revise the formats of all the writing skills, including article, speech, debate. Then we will take story writing, and after that we will continue with all types of letter writing. So first of all, what is an article? So article is a composition which is meant to be written in newspaper or magazine, and it is always written on a particular subject. So you know, in article, the person or the writer, he is always presenting his views. Okay. So one should be equipped with good vocabulary, comprehensiveness of the subject, as well as should be able to comprehend the ideas, and moreover the writer should be able to write in a coherent way. Coherent way because while writing an article, sometimes the writer or the students, they forget what they are actually writing about. They go so deep into the topic that they go off the topic. So you should be very much clear how to write down an article. For every writing skill, I always suggest an idea to follow the coder scheme. Okay, coder scheme for article, for speech, as well as for debate writing. So what does coder means? Here you will create your ideas. Okay, you will create your ideas. Then O for organize your ideas, organize them. Then you can also develop that how you will develop the concept of your idea, how you will present it. Okay, then edit it. If some changes are required, you will edit it, that this must be placed at the starting, or this is of more importance, this has to be presented beforehand, and this should be later on. And then R for write your ideas. Okay, so this is the main concept that you should do. So for every time when you are writing an article, a speech or a debate, you will always make a line on the side of your page or on any side of the paper and note down these ideas, that for this must be the point, this must be the point, this must be the point, like we are doing while writing, when we have done while we were writing any article, speech, and you can say debate. I'm always asking you people, what are your ideas? Then we note down, we jot those points, jot down those points, then organize, give them importance. Yes, this is one, this should be second, this should be third, fourth, fifth. Okay, and then after that you will develop your ideas. Yes, for this I will write down this, you can add on this example, like just short points. Okay, make a rough draft of whatever you want to write and whatever you are going to present in your views. Now for article writing, let us start. Okay, so for every writing skill, follow the scheme of coder. So for article writing, so what should be the format? First of all, heading or title. It should be in capital letters. Underline it. This is the byline. By ABC, your name or the name of the writer. Heading and title, it should be catchy. It should be thought-provoking. And after that, it can be a phrase also. Okay, you can also start an article after writing it. You can give quote or quotation, anything you want to write down. Okay, so first of all, we will start with introduction. Okay, make one para for introduction. Okay, this should be your para 1. Introduction, writing context to your topic. So whatever your topic is, you will write down according to it. The introductory para, it establishes the context, okay, in which you are going to write. Okay, it will present your perspective of the idea what you are going to write. Okay, put the topic in perspective to the readers and draw the readers attention. Okay, so after that, para 2, then here you can also ask a rhetorical question which will evoke their thoughts. Okay, ask a question that this is the situation. Are we doing this? For example, did you know that? Okay, so in this manner, put a rhetorical question. Just in your rough notebook, side by side, note down the short formats that will be quite easier for you during the exams. Okay, so next afterwards, here in the next forward paragraphs, we will write about development of topic. You can make different type of paragraphs, para 4, para 5, you can even make para 6. It depends how many paragraphs you are going to make. But always remember, whenever you are starting a new paragraph, it should start with the new value point. Start with a new value point. It should not be like that. Like if you are discussing one idea, one point in one paragraph, it will be rolled on to the next paragraph. No. What you have to do, in every paragraph, start with the new value point. Okay. Or with para 3, you can here expose your topic. This is exposition of the topic. So now elaborate your topic more. Okay, what you are going to write, elaborate it. How you will elaborate it? By giving some statistics. Add some statistics, some data you can also include from the surveys, from your daily life, from your daily observations, as well as add on some examples. Okay, this will make or this will elaborate your topic. Okay, next afterwards, mention if any causes are there. Mention any causes. What are the reasons for this? Who is responsible? Okay, so all these points you will include, right? They must be included in case of a problem. Mostly on article, that article, it always acts as an eye opener. In case of article, some topics which need to be thought upon, the topics which needs the attention of the common people, or which demand an exercise to our mind. Only these topics are to be given. Yes, you have to present your views on something new. So that's why if there is a problem, you will mention what are the causes, what are the reasons. Okay. Now, next afterwards, you can also write about if anything is there, it must have its merits, demerits. Okay. Mention about the merits, demerits, causes, consequences. Causes, what are its consequences? Then what are its effects? In particular, what are its effects? In particular and in general, both the things you will explain how it is affecting the life of the people, what effect it is having upon the society, right? Only in that manner you will elaborate your topic. Okay. Next afterwards, you will wind up your views. Okay, wind up your views. This signals that you are going to end your article. So here, when you write down about this, when you will write about winding up, okay, do not repeat the points which you have repeated earlier. So it is not necessary that you will repeat those points. Okay. Now, afterwards, conclusion. Para 7, conclude. How you will conclude? Emphasize on a point. Emphasize on a point. Okay, emphasize on a point about which you want the attention of the public or attention of the readers to be drawn upon. So emphasize on that point, some solution you can give, or emphasize on a point that how this situation can be tackled, how this problem can be sorted out, what are the applicable solutions for this. And finally, at the end, you can also give your opinion. Yes, you can give your opinion. Yes, this is the case, but this should not be there. This must be handled in this manner. Okay. Then give your opinion. Yes, give your opinion, some comments, as well as recommendations on your part. Okay, recommendations on your part. Some criticism you can also give. Okay, some critical points you can also present. Understood now? Okay, so just remember heading and title, name of the writer, introductory paragraph, then ask a rhetorical question, then start with the new value point always, expose the topic here, use various examples, data, statistics, then mention the causes, who is responsible, write merits, demerits, consequences, effects, wind up your views. Here you can also give suggestions. Okay, suggestions. Then afterwards, conclude and emphasize on a point and give your opinion as well as recommendations. Okay, so this is what about an article writing is. So next afterwards, we are going to discuss about speech writing. Okay, for speech writing, I'm rubbing the board. For speech, you know what a speech is. Speech is also meant to be written only in exams. But actually what a speech is? Speech is always meant for oral presentation. Speech is always meant for oral presentation. Okay, it is to be presented in front of the audience in a morning assembly, in a gathering. Of course, in speech writing also, you present your views. You explain your ideas, and you would put forward your thoughts. But as from the examination point of view, because first of all, if you want to speak something, you will prepare a ground for it. Okay, how you will prepare a ground for it? Not in the air only. Yes, this I will speak, this I will speak. No, first of all, you will think upon, you will jot down the ideas. Okay, so for speech writing, one must use conversative language with the audience. Conversative language, why? You will involve the audience, otherwise the audience will be bored up. They will not pay attention towards your point. Involve the audience in your thoughts, make them realize that what you are going to present is actually of their concern, is actually of their concern of the society, and it will also help to avoid the gaps in between. So you know that for speech writing we are using various type of expressions. Okay, so what are the various type of expressions we are using? How it signals that it is conversative in language? For example, you write down, do you know that? Okay, or isn't it surprising, isn't it strange? Okay, I would also like to tell you, my dear friends, I want to put forward this point. Okay, then hardly do we know that, right? Okay, or you will be surprised to listen that, you will be surprised to hear that. Okay, let us assume, let us take the example of. So in this manner you will use various points which are conversative in language to involve the attention of the audience, right? So now for speech writing, again speech writing is similar to that of article writing, in which you present your points, but there is mainly one difference. Okay, so first of all, as in article we were writing about heading, no need to write down heading, but in exam if you have written the heading, just to mention that you have written a speech, no marks will be deducted. Okay, so first of all, start with, yes, start with the quote, quotation, some phrase you can also speak. Why? To make the context, to develop the context that what you are going to speak. Okay, so or you can also start a question here. Okay, for example, did you know? You can also give some data. For example, according to survey, dash many deaths, okay, or dash many suffering. Okay, did you know that? It means that you have drawn the attention of the audience, right? Then after that, we always have formal address. Now, formal address, how formal address? It means you formally address the audience present there. For example, start by addressing the audience. Suppose, good morning, I'm so and so. Okay, respected judges, worthy teachers, all my dear friends, today so and so have gotten golden opportunity, or I'm standing on this platform, I'm giving a vent to my views, okay, to present my views on the topic dash and dash. So whenever we are speaking on topic, I'm going to speak on so and so topic that involves announcement of topic. You will clearly announce your topic. Clearly announce your topic. So now, next afterwards, just a moment, please. Just a moment. Yes. Just a moment. Yes. So now, when you are going to clearly announce your topic that I am so and so, and I am going to present my views, it means that you are presenting your, you are giving an announcement of the topic that I am going to speak on so and so topic, and this will be my today's topic. Okay, clearly mention so that the audience will come to know what you are going to speak. Okay, then afterwards, then you will have development of topic. Okay, again the same thing, make different paragraphs, 3, para 4, para 5, different paragraphs you will make. Again I am saying that whenever you are going to develop the topic, start every paragraph with a different value point in development of topic. So first of all, outline the context. Okay, like we are giving an introduction, so outline the context in which you are going to speak. Okay, right, delimits your idea. Okay, then again you can include all the major arguments, include all the major points. Major points, again you can discuss about causes, reasons again. Okay, then one paragraph you can make its effects, merits, demerits, like we have done in an article writing. Merits, demerits, merits, demerits you will also write down, right? Then what are its causes? Again you can take the help of examples, use various statistics, some data, okay, in order to intensify your ideas, in order to highlight, okay, that what you are going to speak, right? So then afterwards, if you are giving your idea, it means in speech you can speak on both the points, positive aspects as well as negative aspects. You can speak, you can give your ideas. Yes, I'm thinking like in this manner and on that manner also, right? So both the points you can include. Then if you are giving some merits, demerits, if it has demerits, then make one para for suggestions that what can be done in this regard. Okay, so make one paragraph for suggestions also, right? I'm utilizing this part. Okay, so next afterwards, wind up. Okay, wind up, how you will wind up? You will wind up giving up. It signals the approaching end. It signals the approaching end. Now wind up your ideas. Do not repeat your previous points. Okay. So in this manner, you will write down or sum up your ideas. Then also give a conclusion. what you will write down in conclusion? In conclusion, you will present your perspective also. That what do you think? Okay, it supports your position. It always supports your position. Okay, it always supports your position. Okay, a hope, a warning, or an appeal you can use. Okay, a hope, a warning, or an appeal you can include. Okay, so after that, after writing it down, don't forget to write down about formal address, sorry, formal thanks. Then do not forget to formally thank the audience. Like for example, thanks for being a patient listener. Thanks for lending your ears to listen my views. Okay, thank you. You can use various type of ways in which you write down thank you. This is very important point. Don't forget it. Yes, in speech writing. Speech writing, not in article, because article is meant to be, you can say, published in newspaper, magazine. So there you can't write down thank you. You are just presenting your way. It's a formal piece of writing. Here it is formal, but it also includes informal element, because you are conversating with the audience also. You are presenting your views. Okay, you are speaking in front of gathering, right? So now next afterwards, I am going to discuss debate writing. Okay, debate writing. So what is the difference between a speech and a debate? The main difference between a speech and debate is that in case of speech writing, you can be the sailor of both the boats. You can speak in favor or against. It means you present both the views, positive aspects as well as negative aspects. Okay, but in debate writing, you should be the sailor of only one boat. Either speak in favor or against the motion. Okay, just speak on one point. Okay, you will present either you the positive points or the negative points. Then, but the main thing is that in case of debate writing, you will justify your point. That whatever you are going to present, whatever you are saying is absolutely correct. You will present such type of arguments, counterclaim the arguments of the opponent, so that in order to, or so that you can prove your point, right? So actually what a debate is actually a contest between two speakers. Okay, two or more than two speakers, in which both the speakers, they have the ability to argue, they present their views, and they express their proposition in favor or against. Okay, so just remember, this is the main difference. Either you will speak in favor or against the motion. Okay, so what are the different type of expression? Like we are using some conversative language in case of speech. Of course, we are also using conversative language here. Okay, in order to involve the audience, in order to evoke the attention of the audience, right? So for that, you will use various type of expressions. For example, just speak side by side. I will like to raise a point. I would like to raise a voice. In my opinion, and I strongly feel that, or I feel strongly that, I strongly reject this idea. I strongly advocate this idea. I would like to draw your attention. Yes, next. Yes, you may not believe it. I firmly reject. I wholeheartedly reject. I support the motion. Okay. How can my fellow opponent can speak like that? Okay. Or my opponent friend has just, I reject the idea. I would like to draw the attention of all towards this point. I am amazed by the fact presented by my fellow speaker. Okay. So I fail to understand. So in this manner, there is difference in the use of expressions, okay, for both speech as well as for that of debate writing. So again, for debate, how you can start, okay? Yes, opening again, you can start with quote, you can start with quote, you can give some quotation. I'm not writing the same things again and again. You can start with the quote or quotation with some data to draw the attention of the listeners, okay? Then formal address, I'm not going to explain it again. Formally address the audience, the judges, the dignitaries present there. The order should be first the dignitaries, then judges, then principal, then teachers, and then your fellow speakers, and then the audience. Okay, just remember this order. Then there will be announcement of topic. Yes, announcement of topic, just remember, in whenever you are giving an announcement of your topic, there clearly mention that what you are going to explain, whether you are going to speak in favor or against the motion. Clearly mention and underline that part where you have written in favor or against. This is the most important point. Yes, to highlight. Okay, because there are some points to draw the attention of the examiner. Okay, so this is the way how you can draw the attention of the examiner. Okay, so that by using of these expressions, the examiner will immediately come to know, yes, this child knows how to write a debate, this child knows what needs to be highlighted. Okay, so just take into account these important points. Next starts the development of topic. So first of all, make one paragraph in which you will first of all you will develop the context in which you are writing. It's just like that of an introduction in which you will present your views. Okay, clearly mention, take your position. Okay, here in the starting, take your position in or against it, in favor or against it. Here you will start developing so that the audience, should not be confused what you are going to speak. They should immediately come to know. You will just make up your position that I am going to speak in favor or against this topic, right? Then you will make different paragraphs, para 4, para 5. In all these paragraphs, by giving various examples, by taking into account certain reasons, okay, what you will do, you will rebut the arguments. Rebut the arguments of the fellow speakers, okay? Rebut the argument of your fellow speaker or your opponent, okay? Just you give your ideas, okay, present your views, and next paragraph, supporting. Yes, support your ideas. How you will support your ideas? By giving examples, by taking some data, okay, some evidence, okay, some counter claims also you can include. Okay, then you will make different paragraph, 4, 5, 6 even you can make. It hardly matters. It depends upon the number of ideas or the number of value points you have in your hand. Okay, then afterwards, winding up. Okay, here you will again wind up your viewpoints, summing up your ideas. Okay, sum up your arguments on a particular opinion. Then afterwards, conclusion. Then in conclusion, you will also speak. Okay, yes, end with an emphatic statement. Okay, end with an emphatic statement. Emphatic statement means end with emphatic statement, that you will emphasize a point. Yes, this is the case. So my dear opponents, it's a time to wake up. It's an awakening call. Okay, it's a call. It's a call of duty now that we should think upon this idea. Okay, and you can also express a hope. A hope can be there, a warning, or an appeal. you will make. Okay, right? Then afterwards, don't forget to formally thank the audience and the other persons available. Okay, so this is all today for all the three major writing skills. Yes, before it ends, I have to immediately discuss story writing. So story writing, what is story writing? It is a creative skill in which your thought process is ultimately converted, or your ideas, they are converted into words. Okay, so a situation can be provided to you or anything can be given to you, and on the basis of it you have to develop sequence of ideas. Thing is that it always has a plot, it always has a theme, it has a setting where it is taking place in a city, the background of it in a village or wherever it is. Okay, then it must include some action. Okay, action means the sequence of the events, what is going to happen, right? Then characters, of course, different characters you will introduce at the starting, and then always include some dialogues. Okay, dialects must be included. So first of all, the three main things: beginning, middle, and end. Just think in this manner: beginning, from where the story starts; middle means development of the sequence of the ideas of the events; and end, how it is ending, what is the conclusion finally you have drawn up. Okay, right? Like today, many stories, they are ending upon based upon the opinion of the audience. Just think yourself, but don't give such kind of opinion in case of story writing from the examination point of view. Always end in a happy manner or in a sad manner, so that the examiner need not to think, yes, what can be done next. Okay, remember this. Now, so first of all, heading or title, name of the story, very much important, because students, they are mostly forgetting this point. Okay, they are forgetting this point, heading bhul hi jate hain. Okay, if you are not able to make out the title or what the story is about, just write in rough, then fill the space. Okay, so para 1, setting of the plot, then introduce the characters, that who are the main characters. For example, like united we stand, divided we fall. Based upon it, that yes, this heading can be a phrase or it can be a quotation also. Okay, or it can be a proverb or it can be an idiom. Yes, single word, of course, single word can also be there. Okay, so here you will develop setting of the plot, that once there was an old man living in a village. Okay, and introduce the characters. Okay, he had 4 sons, right? Introduce the various characters. Okay, but in an elaborative manner. Okay, so next, afterwards, next para you will make, where you will develop the story further. Okay, develop the story further, where you will develop the sequence of the events further, setting of the plot. Okay, then in one paragraph, next, introduce the problem which the main character is facing. But next paragraph, create suspense. Do not give the solution of the problem immediately. Give some time, let the audience, let the readers think. Okay, for example, the man had 4 sons, they were always fighting, this is problem, but then he told to bring 1 stick each. All the 4 sons have brought 4 sticks, so this is the suspense created in the story. Then afterwards, at the end, in one paragraph, give solution. Then he told to break all the sticks together. Nobody was able to break it. Then he has given 1 stick each to all the 4 sons. Then he told them to break. Everyone was able to break it very easily. Then he has told them the lesson that if you will be united, nobody will be able to divide you. So in this manner, give solution, okay, and ultimately a message. Okay, so moral, it is not obligatory to write, but if it has, you can write if any. Okay, right? This is for story writing. Don't forget to add on the dialogues in story writing. For example, I woke up, where are my shoes? Okay, they are in the cupboard, replied the mom. So in this manner, you will introduce the dialogues, okay, to make it more lively, to make it more effective. Okay, so if you have any problem, you can ask me. That's all for today.